Hello, I'm William Noble and I'm applying for Sound City 2019, and this is a little mock interview thing so you can see how I am when I talk to people. This is my flatmate and he's just helping me through it. We've just written down some stuff, we're just going to go through it. Doesn't really make any sense, but we're just going to go through it. So, here we go. You ready?
Yep.
So,
Hello.
welcome to the lounge.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here. It's kind of surreal. I've seen the show on the telly for years now, and I was thinking, well, is nobody ever going to ask me to do an interview? So it's great to finally be here. Thank you.
Yeah, no, so George Michael's sat exactly where you're sitting right now.
No way. That's incredible.
You can see him right up there.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Right
on the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, no, he was good. He was good. It was fun interviewing him. I hope it'll be just as fun interviewing you. How are you finding the festival?
It's great. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. This is actually my first ever festival. I'm not the social kind. So I've gone around, seen the sights, seen what it's all about.
Never been to a festival, but you're an artist.
I've never played. I don't do live concerts. I'm strictly in the drawing room. I gave up concerts a few years ago because the crowds just got a bit much. The music wasn't being heard.
I'm glad you chosen this festival because it's a great festival to be at. Well, we might as well start the interview. I have a few questions. Number one, your music, number one in the world right now. You're topping all the charts. You have been for years. I know how I describe your music and why it's so popular, but how would you describe your own music? Because I know a lot of critics out there just sort of, they say it's like noise or, I don't know, just something that young people listen to, but it isn't real music. How would you describe, your own music? Yeah.
I suppose I'd start by saying all the critics are right. It is just noise. But 99 million people in Europe have liked that noise enough to buy it, to spend £17 on it.
Yeah.
Not to mention the other 150 million in America. I was always a big fan of 60s psychedelic, and I took that and I tried to mix it with 80s synthesizer.
Yeah.
And Brandine was the final result. You listen to the album yourself.
Yeah, well, I suppose, you could say, it is all just noise, but not any noise could be music. Like that. That's fine. That's good.
That's the way modern music has come. I'm just an example of that.
Well, yeah. Personally, my personal favourite would be Oscar the Jersey Bee. That one. I think it's the third track on the album. I don't know why, but that song just resonates with me, and it touches something deep inside, but I don't know why or how. Can you explain that?
That was the longest song on the album. I was actually writing that for about 4 weeks. Most of mine, I'd average about 2 days. I think you see some of yourself in the Oscar character. You can identify, you can sympathise with him. He's just trying to make his mark on the world like anyone else. A lot of people relate to that, I think.
I get you. No, definitely. Well, how did you get there? What is your creative process when you're making a song like that?
I wouldn't go so. I don't have a routine as such. Generally when I just sit there playing the guitar, finding the chords. Quite often my cats will be around. Other than them, I'm always alone doing it. I don't like to be interrupted. They
How
know
many
what
cats?
I'm doing.
Sorry,
3.
3 cats?
Yeah.
Oh, what's their names?
Jean, Trevor, and Mo.
All boy cats.
All boys.
All
They're
boy
my boys.
A lot of testosterone going on in that house.
Well, I don't know about that. Full pussy.
So that's your creative process. What would you say to a young person trying to get into the game or whatever you call it these days, and how would you tell them to find their own creative process? Because I think a lot of people are out there, they don't quite know how to get started. How do they get into the zone? They think they got something, but they can't get it out of them. What would you say to them?
I think I'd say the reason you're having trouble is because you don't know yourself. How many people have actually thought about, how well do I know myself? The first thing that comes to mind when you hear that is I haven't, then I'm not surprised you're having trouble with creativity. You really have to know who you are to discover that creativity. And then it just kind of flows. stay away from talent shows.
Talent shows?
Yes.
Do you mean like
if,
Britain's?
if you're in it for the music, then stay away from talent shows. That's a popularity contest.
I quite like them. I quite like watching them with family and stuff.
It's entertainment, isn't it?
Yeah. We watch Britain's Got Talent. We do quite like it. I think though something like Britain's Got Talent though, there's a bit more to it than just the X Factor.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. But however, look at the Beatles or Oasis or Michael Jackson. They didn't come from talent shows, did they?
I suppose so.
It's very much a 21st century thing, which I've always tried to avoid. I think.
Yeah, so I suppose you won't be on the panel anytime soon.
I won't. No.
Cool. Well, thank you for interviewing me.
You're welcome.
Interviewing me?
It's
me interviewing you.
Yes, it's been a pleasure. It's great to be here and honoured to be on your show. Thank you.
Cool. Nice. Cheers.